Hello, hello, and welcome back to the Kindred Kitchen. I'm V here, and Pam's behind the camera today.
Hello.
And we are making our very famous, and we have kept it a secret, our very own Kindred Vegan secret. This is our version of a Thai soup. And I say our version, I want you to stay here and listen to me till at least till the middle, because I will open up the secret in the middle. So let's get there. I'll run you down through the ingredients, but don't worry, sit back and relax because all of them will be down there in the description box. Alright, so over here I have 3 spears of celery, 1 onion, 2 carrots, and this is 1 whole bell pepper, green bell pepper. And I found some small baby corn in the grocery store, so I grabbed it. So I'm going to put some corn in there, and this is just a few. It's about a cup. And then I have 2-inch piece of ginger grated and 1 whole clove of garlic.
Whole bulb?
Whole bulb, sorry.
Yep.
And this is just 3 spears of spring onion. I've cut out the bottom that I'm going to use in the soup, and the top to dress up the top. The top for the top.
The top for the top.
And then I have 1 zucchini in here, and I have about 1 cup of green beans in here. And over here I have broccoli. This is 1 whole crown of broccoli, and this is about 1/4 of a cabbage. The cabbage was pretty big, so I used 1/4 of it. And I have a few tomatoes here, and we are gonna roast these up, and I'll show you how. And I have some lemongrass and some arrowroot just to give it some thickness at the end. I'm gonna add some vinegar and some tamari. Okay. So what we're gonna do is take these tomatoes and we're gonna start roasting them. I dropped one, but I'm gonna grab it. So I'm just gonna put these on the open flame and roast them up. Yeah, that's a good sign.
Yeah.
And these roast up pretty quick. The tomatoes, they don't take time to roast.
Their skin is a little thinner than others.
Than like a red bell pepper or anything.
Yeah.
But this soup is so flavorful, and as you notice, there's so many veg, and the only bit of starch was a little bit of corn. So we are gonna have the soup with some brown rice, and usually we used to add tofu, but because we're not eating it right now, we're not adding the tofu.
Of course, I guess if you're not trying to lose weight,
by all means,
you
add
could
the
add
tofu.
the tofu.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Got one stuck.
Now you need a fork. Oh, you got it.
I think I do. And that's good enough.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see the skin starting to come off already.
So that's really all you need.
That one's gonna lose. You're gonna lose that one too in a minute.
No, I won't. See? This one's good too. Yeah, see? This one is the only one left. And you just want slight flavor, so you know this is enough for the flavor.
A little bit of a char flavor, yeah.
And these tomatoes, I got them from Trader Joe's. I just have them, so I'm using them. You can use any tomato you have on hand. And if you don't have it, you can also use a jar of roasted tomatoes.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm just gonna let these hang back here. I'm gonna come back and deal with this. Just let it cool down. Alright, yeah. To start off my soup, I have my pan heating here, and I'm going to turn up the temperature. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bang my lemongrass and have it start with the water. So just bang it up. You smell it, and then you put it in. And you can use broth. I just didn't have any, so I'm just starting with water. Now,
about how much water did you put in?
Was
this full or?
Yeah, this was full. I put about 1 cup, about 2 cups in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, about 2 cups I put in there. I actually should grab this so I have a perfect measurement of what's going in. All right, so I want the water to start boiling before I put my veggies in. So I'm gonna give that a minute and we'll be right back. All right, so my water is warm, and what I'm gonna start with is my carrots, onion, and celery. I was walking it backwards. And yes, some bell pepper's gonna sneak in there, but it's fine. And I'm gonna add my green beans because these are the tougher veggies to cook. So we're gonna get those going. Colorful, so colorful.
It is.
All right, now I'm gonna give this a minute, and I'm gonna add 1 more cup of water in here. And I'm gonna let this go for a few minutes, and then as soon as it starts to boil, I'm gonna start adding my other veggies to it. So we'll be right back. All right, so now my veggies have softened a little bit, and now what I'm gonna do is add the rest of the veggies in here. So in go my bell pepper, carrot,
Yum.
the rest of the carrots.
The carrots that hung behind.
That didn't want to go in earlier. And I'm gonna add my broccoli and cabbage.
Now, are you going to pressure cook this, or are you just going to let it cook?
Yes, I'm gonna pressure cook it, but I'm gonna pressure cook it for just a minute, not more than that. Cause everything in here, it gets cooked pretty fast. I'm gonna start adding more water.
There's another cup, so that's
Yeah.
4 cups so far.
4. I'm gonna add probably 2 more. 5.
And I do think if half of this was
6.
broth, it would add a lot of flavor.
Yeah. And then I have my ginger and garlic going in. And if you're cooking this on the stove, it cooks up pretty fast too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is one of those.
It would take a little bit longer. But
yeah, just
than
a little
pressure
bit.
cooker.
Yeah, but it's not something that, you know, super long. I'm gonna add my zucchini. I'm gonna add my spring onion. I'm gonna add my carrots. Oh,
Carrots?
corn.
I was gonna say, that's a funny looking carrot. Your corn?
Really funny.
Your mini corn?
My mini corn. All right, I think I'm gonna go in with another cup of water.
I lost track. Is that 7 cups?
Yes, 7 cups so far. I think it might need 1 more.
Well, you can always, because the zucchini
Yeah.
and stuff will.
Yeah. Everything's gonna leave a little bit of water now. I added about half more cup in there. Now, come on in closer, cause I gotta talk to you about the secret. So, this is the thing. Since we are not adding fat, we are whole food, plant-based, no oil, fat-free right now, trying to lose weight. So, usually this recipe calls for coconut. You know, a can of coconut milk, and man, it's delicious. But here's what we're doing. We are using coconut extract for the flavor, and we are not gonna miss the coconut. And I just wanted to say that I have tried this a few times and I don't miss the coconut. And I never used a whole can anyways. I use like about 1/4 cup, but the coconut extract, it gives it the perfect taste of a coconut. And with the arrowroot that we use, we get that creaminess and we get the thickness from it. So it's not something that you're gonna miss. So if you are looking to put coconut flavor anywhere without the milk, try the extract because it works really well. So now I have this going. I can see everything starting to come up to a boil. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to peel my tomatoes. I don't want to mess the name up. Just gonna take the outer skin off as much as I can, and if there's still some on there, it's fine. It smells good.
See, I have never done this.
You haven't?
I've never made like a Thai soup. You have. You've made it for me before.
Yeah.
But I think this is going to be good. I'm kind of looking forward to lunch.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, the addition of the tomatoes and
and I think the tomatoes just add the right kind of umami to this dish.
Yeah, that and the tamari would have that kind of flavor too. So.
All right, so I'm just gonna put all the tomatoes in the blender, and then I'm gonna start adding the tamari and everything. Let me grab a measuring cup so I'm on the dot. All right, I'm gonna add.
You have to be able to recreate the recipe.
I'm gonna add 1/4 cup of tamari, and it's 1/4 cup because we have a whole big pot.
Yeah.
And I haven't put salt yet either, so. And now vinegar. I'm gonna add about 2 tablespoons.
Now, so yeah, 1/8 of a cup, half of that quarter.
Yeah.
So, do you think you could use? Do you think white vinegar is preferable, or could you use apple cider vinegar?
Okay, I have
rice wine vinegar.
You can. I know rice wine vinegar goes really good with Asian food, but I have always liked white vinegar in this. I don't like the other vinegars in this, so I would say go with the regular white vinegar.
Good deal.
And I'm gonna add about probably a tablespoon of maple syrup. And then I'm gonna blend this up, and then I'm gonna come here and add the rest of the stuff to it. So I have my blended up tomatoes here. Oh, it smells so good. It smells so good.
Yeah, let me smell. Yep.
So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add my extract. And let me add my arrowroot first. So I have the dry part out, and then
add the extract.
Yeah. And I'm gonna add about 2 to 3 tablespoons of the.
Because you got a big pot.
Yeah. All right. So I got my arrowroot in, and I'm going in with my extract, and I have about a teaspoon.
Yep. Maybe just shy of a teaspoon. But yeah.
So let's not make it shy.
Okay.
Let's put a whole teaspoon in there, and then I'm just gonna grab a fork, mix this up, dump it in the soup. I have a mess here, but that's okay.
So many ingredients.
Yeah, but we're gonna clean it up, so no worries. All right, going in with that, and I can smell the coconut already. I know you can't because you're on the other side of the camera, but look at the color. It's changed immediately.
Yeah, it looks really good, and it looks really creamy.
Yeah, see how creamy it looks? So what I'm gonna do is go in with my salt and pepper now, and I'm doing about 1 teaspoon of salt, and I'm gonna do 1 teaspoon of pepper. I usually put some sort of hot sauce in here. Well, it's not 1 teaspoon, that's 2 half teaspoons. I use some sort of hot sauce, but
Pam doesn't like it hot.
Yeah, Pam doesn't like it hot.
You can always add it at the table.
Yeah,
you know?
that's why I'm just being compliant. All right, now that everything is all in together, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pressure cook this for a minute, and you can see this soup is already so creamy.
And if you don't have a pressure cooker, just bring it back up to a boil, then turn it back to simmer, cover it, and let it cook until everything's done.
Yeah, which shouldn't take long. If you're simmering it 10-15 minutes, everything should be done. All right, so I'm gonna cover this up, and I'm gonna cook it for a minute.
And we'll be back.
Yep. So big reveal. Oh, here's the soup. And I can smell the coconut, and I can smell all the veggies.
Yeah, it smells so good. So the lemongrass was in there for the flavor.
Yeah.
And I was just going to ask you if you'd like take that out like a bay leaf, you know?
Yeah. I'm just going to take it and toss it.
Yeah.
And if the soup is perfect thick, and I feel like it's creamy.
Yeah.
And I can smell all the flavors in there. And I feel like the salt is a little less, but we'll see how that goes. But there's another lemongrass.
Hiding.
But
You can always, I always leave
Yeah.
salt on the table because some
Yeah.
people are salt restricted.
yeah. So I'm not gonna add any, and I'm just gonna plate it up, and you can see how veggie loaded this is. And another secret, this tastes so good the next day.
Oh yeah, I think all soups do.
Yeah.
They have a
And
chance to.
what I'm gonna do is just put some green onion on top, and I'm gonna serve this with a side of rice.
And it looks delicious. Smells good. And
Yeah.
you know, we eat what we make, so this is our lunch.
It smells really good, no joke. But give this recipe a try and give us a thumbs up down below that you have tried. And while you're giving us that thumbs up, go ahead and press the subscribe button so you can know when our next video is out. And now we just have one more soup to go in our 7 soup series. We'll figure the name out someday, but for today, you know that tomorrow is the last one coming out. So don't forget to come back and check it out. And do give this a try. And head on over to kindredvegans.com wherever you can and sign up for your newsletters so you can keep hearing from us. And we will check you back here tomorrow. Bye for now.
Bye.